Evening, everyone. I'm Raghav, and you're watching TNC Live. Today, we have a very special day. It's a World Doctors Day, and we have a very special launch of Inflame Medical Magazine. And we have a very special chief guest to launch this magazine. And Dr. Jailal is there with us, who is the president of Indian Medical Association, and Dr. Ravi Wankhedar, he's a treasurer of World Medical Association. And we have a Dr. Alisha with us, who is the founder of Inflame Medical Magazine. So I'll just request to Dr. Jailal, okay, to come on and speak about this magazine.
Ask the editor to give an introduction of the magazine, then we will draw.
Okay.
Sir, this is Dr. Abul Hassan, sir, Chairman IMHJDN. Will you please ask Dr. Alisha to give introduction of the magazine? After that, our national president will launch the magazine.
Okay. So, Dr. Alisha, kindly give us some brief for this magazine.
Sure, sir. First of all, it is a great honor that we have Dr. Jailal sir with us. We have Dr. Ravi Wankhedar sir. We have Abul sir. We have Parul ma'am and all the other eminent guests present over this live launch. I am really glad. First of all, when we talk of Inflame started with an idea of disseminating information based on medical and research. So it was a thought which started with 10 students, and right now we are functioning in 15 states, and around 3,000 to 4,000 students are joined. So in the basic idea of Inflame is to provide and feature doctors. As we know, there are business magazines, fashion magazines, but when we talk of medical magazines, there are very few in number, and we have seen that during the pandemic times, how our doctors have worked the doctors have worked very hard. So due to that, the idea of featuring doctors came into my mind, and we started this with a group of 10, and we have a big family now. And I've also closely worked with Indian Medical Association during the COVID pandemic time, and it was a great honor. So that is the backstory of Inflame.
So thank you, Dr. Alisha. So I would like to call Dr. Jailal, and I just want to inaugurate this magazine and give us honor.
Thank you. Sound? Is it audible?
Yes. You are audible, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rajiv Malhotra and the Alisha Lakhani, the Inflame magazine editor, and our beloved past national president and the WMA treasurer, Dr. Ravi Wankhedar sir, the JDN chairman, Dr. Abul, Dr. Parul, the secretary, the JDN coordinator, Dr. Dhanija, and all other respected JDN and members. I'm extremely happy and delighted to be part of this program of Inflame magazine, which has been born out of the hard work of Alisha Lakhani and the team. She has in conversation with us when we had taken over the charge here in the IMA headquarters. Being a medical student, she has a passion for writing and passion for putting things in the right perspective and disseminating the knowledge to others. I'm so much impressed by the name she has coined, Inflame, which has a lot of meaning, invoking the sense or invoking fire, invoking a feeling of anger, feeling of a strong feeling in the mind is the most important word. We also know, but as a doctors, inflame as an inflammation of the body also there. And whatever the anger which has been invoked or the fire which has been stimulated, it always has a different purpose, different objectives, and different end results. It can be sometimes an anger against the social calamities and social atrocities which is taking place in the country, or the irregularities and the bifurcations and caste, creed, demarcations which we are feeling in the society, or the oppression of the medical students or the fraternity. In all these angles, then we are able to invoke anger. But the most important thing is not just end with an invoking that anger or inflame the anger, inflaming the strong feeling, but how we are going to channelize, how we are going to make a market change or a palpable change in the society is always. If you just develop an inflammation, and that is going to be disastrous, but we need to treat it, we need to channelize it, we need to get it in a right perspective. So you are joining hands with the JDN and in turns with the Indian Medical Association. It's the right decision you have taken. You could stimulate the feeling of anger or the feeling of a strong something to do, that desire you can invoke. That can be channelized by the leaders of JDN and leaders of Indian Medical Association. That will end in a very positive and very, very useful effect in the society. I always feel doctors are always giants inside the four walls of their consultation chambers. But when we are looking out, we often get laryngitis, so that we will not raise our voice. Something happening around us, something injustice is happening to the society. We feel morally laryngitis and we will choke our voice and will not raise the voice. But as a medical student, and you had the courage and you had the privilege to raise that voice out and put it in the right perspective and make it in the right words and making other people to understand that it's a really marvelous and remarkable achievement you are doing. We wholeheartedly thank you. We salute you for that innovative ideas which you are bringing in. I'm sure this will definitely unite us, those who are all having a positive feeling on the welfare of the society. That feelings will be able to carry us forward to reach a better, a future society in which we are living. Always, a democratic world, you must always understand one thing. It is good to raise voice. It's good to raise our feelings. But we must always realize that we are in a democratic country where the majority's voice is always taken as a positive thing. We should not get frustrated. We should not get depressed just because what I wanted to express, people are not understanding, people are not following it. And if you feel that, then you will be easily burned out with the influence. But have that feeling. What is your duty is to raise your voice in most possible and the most effective way. And it is up to the society to take. But anything which you are ignited will not go waste, and it will take it on. It may take some more time. I always advise to my students, never be serious in their life. Seriousness will lead you into ICU. Yes, you will be serious people cannot have a normal life in the society. But you must be sincere. At the end of the day, if you can say to your all your potential, all your ability, you have done something good, something possible and tangible in the society. That is a great day. So don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about the end result. It is not the controlled system management, but objective-oriented management is the hallmark of the medical students to go forward in your life. Sometimes you write your exams very well, you may get a mark less, but don't feel bad about that. If you are sure that what you are written is right and to your maximum possible goodness you are written, that is good enough. So that inner satisfaction you should develop. But I just want to caution this, because when you inflame or invoke the hardcore feeling, that it will not yield always the positive result. But even at the negative result, you must have the strongest desire to carry forward, continue. Obstacles will come, the disastrous events will happen. You may have to face the difficulty situation, but if you can keep your head high, look forward with positiveness, definitely you can go forward. So with that positive feeling and great enthusiasm, I am so privileged and happy. It's a part of our family of Indian Medical Association. I inaugurate and open this magazine titled Inflame. Let it benefit our people to express their voice and let it end on a positive note. Okay.
Some of our students have read the posters for the Safe Motherhood.
Very good. The एक मिनट
We'll sit then.
We'll sit and do it, sir.
So that.
yeah.
A posters regarding.
Oh, the camera is no.
Not
It's not automatic. No,
So I would like to say to Dr. Ayush, please take over, okay, and tell us about Dr. J. Lal and Dr. Ravi also.
Thank you so much. Dr. J. Jayalal is the National President of the Indian Medical Association. He has served in the Health and Family Welfare Department as Medical Officer since 1993 and is at present working as a professor in surgery in Tirunelveli Government Medical College Hospital, Tirunelveli. He also serves as an honorary professor in laparoscopy for the Indian Association of Gastrointestinal Endosurgeons and is involved in the various training programs as the faculty.
So
Yeah.
students have
Students have made safe mother.
Thank you for this wonderful lecture of making the safe motherhood.
Thank you.
There's another 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Dr. Ayush, and I would like to call on Dr. Siddharth to introduce Dr. Ravi Vankir.
Dr. Ravi,
I have known.
Dr. Ravi Vadekar is the treasurer of the World Medical Association. He's a consulting surgeon and coloproctologist. He completed his schooling from Canossa Convent, Pune, and MBBS and MS General Surgery from the renowned BJ Medical College, Pune. As a lecturer of surgery in his college, he was bestowed with the Teacher of the Decade Award in 1999. Furthermore, he served as the National President of the Indian Medical Association for the year 2017 to 18.
So I would like to call Dr. Ravi to inaugurate this magazine too, and can you speak about this magazine, sir? Something.
Thank you, Mr. Malhotra. The beloved and respected National President of Indian Medical Association, Professor J. Jayalal, the Chairman of IMA JDN, my brother Dr. Abul, Secretary, JDN, Parul Ben, Coordinator, Karan, all the wonderful leaders of IMA, MSN and JDN. First of all, congratulations to Dr. Alisha and her team for coming out with such a wonderful idea. All of us have beautiful ideas, but very few of us have the grit and the determination to bring those ideas into practicality. And you have done it. Hearty congratulations, Alisha. This indeed was the need of the hour, where, as I understand, the medical students all over the country will be contributing articles to this magazine, which will be mainly research oriented, and research is the need of hour. What we lack in India, not only in the practicing doctors, but also in the medical college institutions. Research, in spite of we having maximum clinical material and cases, we lack a culture of research. And that is why you deserve special kudos to start and imbibe the culture of research right from the medical student days. And I am sure this flame which you have ignited of research, this fire will burn bright, will spread like wildfire, and we will see down the line excellent research articles, as rightly said even today by our Honorable Prime Minister in his speech from the IMA platform, which itself was a historic day for the Indian Medical Association. He said that research from our country has to come out. And you have literally followed it and come out with this magazine. 100% I am sure our young boys and girls, whenever I discuss friends with my own age colleagues, they are always a bit cynical nowadays, considering the state of medical education and the healthcare delivery system. But when I look at this young generation, all my cynicism goes away and I am become very optimistic, young and enthusiastic. And that is the spirit of youth. Please keep it. We are always there. As I always say, your biological parents may be different, but once you enter the field of medicine, we seniors are your professional parents. And it is our duty to take care of you in all aspects, and we will be doing that with all possible means. Keep it up, all the best. Jai Hind, Jai IMA.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ravi. And I would like to call Dr. Ayush once again to take a charge of this event.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
My name is Siddharth Gokul,
And my name is Ayush Gharat.
and we're both incredibly glad to be your host today.
Today, we celebrate National Doctors' Day all across India to honor the legendary physician and the second Chief Minister of West Bengal, Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy. Along with being an educationist, philanthropist, freedom fighter, and statesman, the good doctor firmly believed that the youth of India would determine our future. And so, what better day could be chosen than today to celebrate the launch of our very own student-led magazine, Inflame Medical Magazine. Inflame Magazine is an assembly of undergraduate students from all across the country, differing in values, morals, languages, and life learnings, all brought together with the shared passion for medicine and its ever-expanding reach in our daily lives.
While the organization itself has grown tremendously throughout the last year, at the heart, we are still a magazine for the medicos, by the medicos, and of the medicos. Today marks a major milestone for us, and I'm glad to see so many of you join in. To celebrate this inauguration, we'd like to warmly welcome each and every single one of our esteemed guests. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to honor our magazine. As a student-led magazine, our aim is simple: to enhance the dissemination of information relating to the medical sector among all medical personnel while maintaining the highest degree of accuracy and conforming to the highest standards possible. Next up, I'd like to pass the mic on to Mr. Kushal Pandey, Baroda Medical College, Executive Editor at Inflame, for a brief introduction.
Yeah, I think Dr. Kushal is not there with us right now. So you should, we can go for further. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sure.
We can move on to
Then-
Dr. Abul sir.
Yeah. So, introducing our next speaker, Dr. Abul Hassan, the National Chairman of the Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network. A recipient of the National President's Appreciation Award, Dr. Abul Hassan attended the CMAO General Assembly along with our past President, Dr. K.K. Agarwal, and took part in the deliberation, particularly in the Penang Declaration. Thank you for being here today, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, one and all. Respected National President and Dr. Jailal and WMA Treasurer Dr. Abhi Mangatkar, who have finished their assignments, left the function. Thank you very much for. Thank you very much. I thank them very much for coming and gracing this occasion on behalf of IMHJDN. IMHJDN is very happy and proud to collaborate with the magazine Inflame, and also congratulate Dr. Alisha for taking up this wonderful work in her life. We know Dr. Alisha who actively participated in our IMHJDN helpline, COVID helpline, which served thousands of people across the country. And today is the most memorable day for her, where she took an important assignment in her life. And this should become a kind of asset for those people who got inspired, right? Inspired to exhibit their intellectual ability in the form of columns and write-ups I think this magazine will serve good for them. As you all know, promoting research is one of the important vertical in IMA JDN. And definitely you would like to have many kinds of activity in this particular vertical. And one such thing is collaborating with this magazine so that IMA JDN will work towards increasing, promoting research among young medical brothers and sisters. And we will also do various other activities in promoting research. But in this occasion, I am very happy and proud that in this particular magazine serves the purpose. I heartfelt congratulations to the team, Alisha and team, all of you. And we assure you that we will cooperate in all spheres to make this Inflame magazine very popular amongst the medical community. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for those insightful words, sir. I think Dr. Kushal has entered the meeting now. I'd like to invite him to speak a few words.
Yeah, I think still Dr. Kushal is due to any some technical reason he's not there with us. So I would like to say to Dr. Ayush, go with the next panelist.
Let's move on to welcome Dr. Parul Vadgama, ma'am, the National Secretary Standing Committee IMA JDN, to say some few words.
Thank you, Alisha, and thank you, everyone. Respected our beloved National President, Dr. J. Jayalal sir, World Medical Association Treasurer and past President of IMA Headquarters, respected Dr. Wankhedkar sir, our JDN National Standing Committee Chairman, Dr. Abul Hassan sir, all the members of the JDN present here, and Coordinator Dr. Karan, and of course, on behalf of entire JDN committee, I would really congratulate Alisha and her team. And as she said that now it is a big team of around 300 to 400 members. I would really compliment for getting this innovative idea and thinking about actually starting the medical magazine. It is actually a need of an hour. I think being busy doctors, many a times we don't express ourselves nicely, and whenever we express in form of agitation. But making a view, making a image in the society, reaching our views to the society is also one important thing. And I think through this Inflame magazine, we will be able to reach to the society. We will be able to convey our feelings, our expectations, our needs to the society also, and to the medical students also. And they will also make up a vision, make up an agenda, what we need to work. And of course, it will also acknowledge, or I would say promote, the research among students. And as I am a professor, I strongly believe that research should be done and it should be documented also. So I think it will give a good platform to highlight our issues, our problems, our research, our demands, and our communication, our feelings to the society. And as National President said that, Alisha, any beginning is very easy, but to continue, to maintain sincerity, to solve the issues, to face the issue is a different issue. So we all are with you. And as you said that your team is also strong, the entire JDN is with you, and we wish you a lot of success, and thank you so much.
Dr. Kushal is there, so I would like to call him to say something about this magazine.
Hello, everyone. On this occasion of National Doctors Day, I would like to honor Dr. Biran Roy and his contribution to medicine. This day has gained momentum in the recent pandemic, in this COVID era. We at Inflame seek to honor each and every sacrifice made by our doctors, frontline workers, and healthcare workers. I am overwhelmed and overjoyed to see that we are launching our first magazine edition. I still remember during phase one of lockdown when Alicia shared this wonderful idea with me, an overview of Inflame. And at that very moment, I realized this venture showed great promise and was the need of the hour. I immediately joined Inflame as executive editor, and we all had a part in making that dream come true, which we are. We didn't have a magazine at the undergraduate level, and Inflame gives that very opportunity to those enthusiastic medico chance to come forward and express their literary skills and showcase their art through our means. Lastly, I would end with a famous quote by a famous doctor: show must go on. The show must go on, by our beloved personality, Dr. K.K. Agrawal. Inflame will continue on its path of keeping medicos at its core and will keep bringing exciting new issues for our community and for our medical students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kushal. Yeah, I would like to say to Dr. Ayush, please go further with the.
Yeah, I'll just hand over to Dr. Siddharth to introduce our next guest speaker.
Yeah. So our next speaker is Dr. Rajat Jain, President for Doctors for You, a pan-Indian humanitarian organization focusing on providing medical care to the vulnerable communities during crisis and non-crisis situations, emergency medical aid to people affected by natural disasters, conflicts, and epidemics. Additionally, he is the Assistant Professor of Radiology at Maulana Azad Medical College, Delhi, as well as the co-founder NEET UDAAN, an online platform providing guidance for future doctors. Over to you, sir.
Rajat sir is going to Rajat sir. Alicia, I think Rajat sir is not joined. You should. I think he's not able to. He's not in the panel.
Okay, no, Dr. Rajat was there, but due to something, I think some reason he's not there with us. So I would like to say, Dr. Ayush, okay, please go further with the next our participant.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next speaker. Next up is Dr. Sunil Arora, the General Secretary of the Federation of Resident Doctors Association. The good doctor is well renowned for his outspokenness in supporting doctors and upholding their rights in various issues that have come up in recent years. Dr. Sunil Arora, over to you.
I think Dr. Sunil Arora is also not with us. Okay, and yes.
So our next guest speaker is Dr. Abby Phillips, a consultant physician and scientist currently working as a physician scientist in the liver unit and Monarch Liver Laboratory of the Cochin Gastroenterology Group, based in Kochi. They are also the clinical advisor and doctoral advisor committee member, Department of Cell and Tissue Culture at Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Science and Technology in Trivandrum, Kerala. Thank you for being here, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to be part of this very important venture. And first of all, my thank you to Dr. Alicia for making me part of this inaugural issue. I was advised to contribute a topic, a particular interview topic to this magazine. I was very glad I could do it. And this is very important from my point of view because it's a magazine. This is a magazine that is completely run by medical students, and I think it is very important. Like what the IMA president and the secretary said, that it's very important for the students to understand what the importance of clinical research, because only if you understand clinical research can you understand your patients. And only if you understand your patients can you give them the right treatment. So I think this magazine goes further, and imbibes a lot of science culture, which I think our country is currently lacking. And all of these students actually grow up to become professionals, not only in their particular field but also in the field of science communication. And I think every student, every professional should be a science communicator, so that the scientific temper of our country can actually rise, and then we can rise to the occasion with any challenges that we face in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Next, we would like to bring up on stage and lend our ears to Dr. Siddharth Tara, medical activist and chief advisor of the Federation of All India Medical Association, as well as the executive member of Progressive Medicos and Scientists Forum. Dr. Siddharth is an advocate for students' rights and has raised his voice to speak about the issue in various platforms. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor, for the generous introduction. First of all, good evening, everybody. It's truly a privilege for me to be in the company of such illustrious men and women of medicine. And for that, I have the team behind Inflame to thank for, who invited me here. The task these budding doctors have undertaken is as unique as it is noble. But most importantly, it's an endeavor, the need of which is most pressing in our time. A magazine that is about the medical fraternity and by the medical fraternity. And I am glad it's a magazine, not another journal, because we already have enough of those. Because everything we doctors do together doesn't have to be about academics. This time it's about our community and developing a scientific and intellectual bent to it in the younger minds. For far too long, media has portrayed us as either heroes or villains at their
Disconnected.
I think there is a technical problem with the Dr. Siddharth. Okay, so I'll call Dr. Yes, Dr. Siddharth to
Yeah. For our next guest, I'd like to introduce Dr. Rucha Mehta, Senior Consultant for Diabetology and Endocrinologist at Apollo Hospital. She's a governing council member of the American Society of Internal Medicine and is a member of the American Association of Clinical Endocrinologists, European Association for the Study of Diabetes, American Diabetes Association, and Indian Medical Association of Southern California. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm still on my way from the hospital. I'm unmuted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Are you able to hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It gives me indeed a great pleasure to be here. And first and foremost, I would like to congratulate the entire team and Alisha Lakhani of the Inflame magazine. There is some disturbance, but can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I would like to go old school and start off with probably a quote that we've all heard all our life, and that I believed and stood by, that the pen is mightier than the sword. And I really think that this team, by launching not just, and probably, it's nice that they're calling it a magazine. So it takes away from it the whole fear sometimes we have of reading medical journals. A magazine seems to have a little bit more of an allure that, hey, maybe this is going to be something I can just flip through the pages and still get some medical information, which is cutting edge, which is with the times, which is the latest in research. And that's what I have behooved Alisha when we first spoke more than 7 or 8 months ago. So that's the amount of work this girl has put in with her entire team that she has put together. That even if you're calling it a magazine, I want to make sure that we are still offering and providing very valuable input to all our doctors, our young students, and everybody who will read this. Not only will it foster research, as all the other speakers have mentioned, but it has to be with the times and give you quick snapshots of what's going on in the world, speaking, especially in this COVID times where the whole world has become a melting pot So therefore, using the digital media, and I believe they also have a very nice website. I had a chance to look at it, and the digital version is what is going to get out there. So I wish the entire team very good luck. At the end of this, I would just like to say, and what I mentioned also in my write-up, that we need to have a lot of gratitude for all of us who've been through this terrifying 2020 and 2021, and we need to learn how to be minimalistic. So what can be a better example than this of being minimalistic and still reaching out and being able to express your views to the entire student community and the medical fraternity at large? So congratulations and wish you good luck on your journey forward. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So now we would like to invite Dr. Sarika Verma, ma'am, an ENT surgeon. Over to you, ma'am.
Hi, everyone. First and foremost, congratulations to each and every one of you for wishing you a very happy Doctor's Day. All of us know how difficult it is to get into medicine and then to train through medical college, post-graduation, residency before you start practice. And it is at least one day to celebrate all of us, because most of the time you hear quite a lot of nasty things. But under the leadership, our national leadership, which has grown stronger and stronger over the last several years, and I have closely worked with some of them, it's a delight that Dr. Jailal and Dr. Ravi sir were here today, and they blessed this magazine. But there have been multiple challenges for the medical community in the last 2-3 years. One was the bridge course, the mixopathy, and the violence on doctors, which never seems to abate. But I congratulate Dr. Alisha for Inflame magazine, because eventually history has shown us that the pen is mightier than the sword. Whatever they can do to you, what you write, that medicine that you prescribe, your signature on their case sheet is what saves them. And whether or not the entire country is with us, 99% of the people are very sane. They're very grateful. Today, I must have received more than 100 personal messages thanking and wishing me a very happy Doctor's Day. So I feel that the COVID pandemic has changed the relationship between the public and doctors irreversibly. I'm sure, I mean, it will not be easy for people to forget that when the pandemic was on, when everybody was staying at home to save their lives, we were there in hospital for the last 15 months, seeing positive patients day in and day out without any fear. And more than 1,500 doctors died. So this pandemic, though I know all the young guns sitting in the Indian Medical Association headquarters, they get very angry sometimes. Every time there's a violence on doctors, you all get upset. But the fact is that this pandemic has changed our relationship with the public, and we must keep reminding them that we are the only people that stood between them and death. The last thing I would like to sign up by saying is that what the PM Modi also said today was research is a very big lacuna in India. We have lots and lots of patients. We have more clinical cases than anywhere else in the world. But our paperwork is very poor. Our documentation is incomplete. Our thesis, 90% of the students still don't write proper thesis because you're just trying to finish a job. If you take your thesis, doctoral thesis seriously, you will see that a lot of research and a lot of medical wisdom will go out from India, and let us, this generation, be the change. All the best, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Finally, we would like to end with a vote of thanks from the founder of this magazine, Dr. Alisha Lakhani. The aim of our magazine, as mentioned earlier, is echoed in the philosophy and the pedagogy that's forged together by Ms. Alisha Lakhani. Along with being an active participant of the IMA MSN Gujarat, State Joint Secretary of the All India Medical Students Association, and the editor of MedJuncture, Alisha has an abundance of experience when it comes to media communications and is credited with conceiving the All India Medicals YouTube channel. Simply put, she is the woman responsible for uniting us and building this magazine from the ground up. Without further ado, I'd like to pass on the mic to Ms. Alisha Lakhani, Shantabai Medical College, to present the vote of thanks.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm really thankful and grateful that we had such eminent guests from IMA, IMA JDN, from FODA, from FIMA, Doctors for You, and special thanks to Time Publication for sponsoring this magazine. Lastly, I would like to thank every one of you, and I'll definitely keep in mind all the teachings that I got from this live launch. I'll definitely put this into consideration that students should definitely look into research, writing proper thesis, writing proper documentation, and that is definitely one of the aims of Inflame. And lastly, I would say the show must go on, as rightly said by Dr. K.K. Agrawal. So this editions of Inflame would definitely be something that would be continuing, and we would ask the students, and we would keep the courage high, and we would bring further issues too, and this would never end. I hope this would be a never-ending magazine. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Lastly, I would ask Dr. Karan Juneja to also put a vote of thanks. Dr. Karan Juneja is the National General Secretary at Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network.
Please unmute.
Please unmute.
Yeah. The team, am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
The kind of team efforts which you have put forward, we are very happy with it. The Indian Medical Association headquarters also, the National President appreciated it very well. Our WMA, World Medical Association Treasurer, Dr. Ravi Wankhetkar sir is also very happy, and your poster, we are going to just give it and keep it in the National President's room along with our Safe Motherhood program. I think we should cover our next edition on Safe Motherhood, and by 1st December, we are also planning the event on World AIDS Day at Meerut. We want not just the cover photo, but the next edition. So that the request which has came from HSG sir, that if you give 2 editions, successful editions, we will make it sure that IMA headquarters publishes it. So I have given this commitment, and I'm very hopeful that it will be a success. And we'll very soon have a physical launch of the World AIDS Day edition also, which is going to be released on 1st December. So this is after September, October. I would like to thank our National President, Dr. Jay Jayalal sir, the Treasurer of World Medical Association, Dr. Ravi Wankhetkar sir, our National Chairman, Indian Medical Association, Junior Doctors Network, Dr. Abul Hassan sir, our Standing Committee Secretary, Dr. Parul ma'am, my dearest brother, Dr. Sunil Arora sir, who has always supported us, Ruchiva ma'am, and yes, the dynamic secretary of my own branch, IMA Gurgaon, Dr. Sarika Verma ma'am, who has always been so supportive. And we would like to welcome you to IMA Gurgaon and cover a story of protest and the efforts which we are doing. I think IMA Gurgaon's annual conference, if you come, and we'll release it there also, another edition. So I think, like you said, the show must go on. Following our past National President, Dr. K.K. Agrawal sir, I was working with him since 2014 in Med Talks, and it was his will that rather than carrying forward my legacy, you make your own legacy. Fine. So with his blessings, I am very grateful that we have started this initiative, and Alicia will keep cooperating with you and the team, the wonderful team which has hosted. And I'm also very much thankful to the TNC News, which is doing it live broadcast, and Rajim Lotra ji, who has been very supportive, be it our session which we did on Adhyatma, medicine, and yoga. It was a great session which we had with Mangesh Trivedi, the Yoga Masan. We'll keep on doing these sessions with you on TNC Live on various social causes. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Lastly, I would like to wish everyone a happy Doctor's Day, and we'll surely work on things that have been brought to notice about, and wish you a happy Doctor's Day, and stay home, stay safe, and we think we'll definitely work out together on this. Thank you so much, TNC News, for broadcasting this live. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
And, yes, thank you so much, and I wish you, all of you, World's Doctors Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.